From now onward, expect more appointment from Tinubu's APC government in the southeast. Expect a lot of empowerment. They are going to empower lots of people. They are going to start throwing money into the southeast. When you are seeing all these things, don't let it to, make you to think otherwise. Don't be carried away by these things, because what Tinubu is doing now, the game they are playing, is because of the heat of Biafra agitation. Like I said before, I am not against agitation, because so many countries of the world, they separated through agitation. Like Finland, for example. Finland, after the revolution that took place, where people who carried out the revolution, took the parliament, when they assume office, what they do is that they said the Finnish people speak different language in Russia, and they make sure they have their own country. So language is one of the basics why they have Finland today. So in Nigeria, we have so many languages. If that should be the yardstick to measure, places that are qualified to separate, I think Nigeria should be able to be disintegrated into 50 places. But that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying in this video is that Tinubu's government is making sure that Southeast will receive more empowerment, so that they will be able to empower people that can resist Biafra agitation. That is what is going on. This is for sound information. So, the other day, Tinubu appointed Bianca Ojukwu as a Minister of Foreign Affairs State, that is Junior Minister. Bianca Ojukwu is a nice lady. She has been in the political, sphere, in political environment since, her husband died. I don't have problem with her appointment and all those things. Life goes on. And it is good for her, okay? It is good for her. So what I'm trying to say is that the heat of Biafra agitation is shaking up the polity. Because, let me tell you, there is no sensible race, there is no sensible culture, there is no sensible group of people who will sit down and watch a government that they call their own sponsor terrorism against their own people. This is one of my major problems why I am supporting, all this secession and agitation, because I have been able to establish facts and truths about government, I mean APC federal government, sponsoring terrorism against her people. No other country does it in the world. No any other country, including the North Korea, the China, all these countries that people tell you that they are bad countries, they never sponsor terrorism against their people. Even in Coven, even in the devil's kingdom, devil cannot sponsor devil against his own people, because the kingdom will not stand. So, if the APC federal government imported Bororo Funanis, according to Inaya Baribe, according to so many senators who testify on national television, if Tinubu's government said they can't fight insecurity, that if they fight insecurity, they will kill them, and before our very own eyes, the federal governments are now downplaying what the incumbent governor of Zamfara State said about the junior minister of defense, Matawande, that he is the one who sponsored bandit, that he himself is a bandit. Everybody just keeping quiet as if nothing is going on. And that is why when I see all these things, I say no country does this. No country will come out and begin to sponsor terrorism, because every action has a purpose behind it. And Nigerians has failed to ask questions. Why is it that the government are using the taxpayers' money to sponsor insecurity? Why is it that the government is now making sure that their own people will be kidnapped? Nigeria don't have statistics any longer from people dying of insecurity. Quote me anywhere. Nigeria don't have security any longer. They don't have the statistics. If you see any place they said in this year 10,000 people died, know that 100,000 people have died. Because Nigeria no longer care about the rural areas. When I mean the rural areas, I'm talking about the villages in Nigeria. So, no matter what the federal government of Nigeria does, no matter how they have been able to brainwash people, no matter how people try to be dumb, try to be ignorant about what is going on, we will continue to say the truth. And the truth shall set us free. There is no country that survives in this way Nigeria is going, and that is why Nigeria, it will be very difficult. I am telling people, they think that, since they have money, they have businesses, their interest is that I have population, I have people that I can use to do my business, do my conference, do this, do that. If I see all these things, I feel bad. You know why? People put their own personal interest first before the whole masses, before the whole people. These people, there is no difference between these people and all these bad politicians, because you put your interest first. You said you belong to a country, and you are seeing that the terrorism is ravaging the whole country in a holistic form, from the north to the south, east to west, and you are seeing what is going on. You think that by not saying about it, by keeping quiet and minding your business, that you are a saint. So other people who are agitating, who are talking, that these people are the bad people, right? You know, we've done so much in this country, Nigeria. We've done so much. So the country is now feeling the, you know, the agitation so much. And people will continue to agitate because there is nothing working in the country. People have traveled from across the globe. We know what it means to have a working country. If we have a working country, there is nothing, you know, our youth will be doing in the Mediterranean Sea, in Libya, and all those countries. It's because of the government that has failed. Where a senator will go home with up to 50 million in everything in total, and you know, minimum wage is still 70,000. You know, these people amass wealth to themselves. They carry police are supposed to serve the people. Nothing absolutely is working. They can't employ. The schools are expensive. Everything is expensive. The crude oil that they drill out from our own land, they make people not to farm, you know, fishes because of oil spillage, and they sell back the oil in a price that those people cannot buy. And you think that this thing is just normal? Absolutely, it's not normal. People should understand that this is a serious problem. It is not, no, there is nothing like normal. Nigeria is not a normal country. And everyone who think or believe that those who are agitating are just wasting their time, time shall come and you will come by, and before you start agitating, before you start complaining, it will be over for you. Because you are unable to reason critically. There is a research in America defense system, something like that. There is a research there that they said Nigeria will cease to exist in 2030. That Nigeria will cease to exist in 2030. So I saw the research and I said, come on. So why would someone make a research that Nigeria will cease to exist in 2030? Google what I'm saying, okay? Just Google Nigeria will end in 2030 by US military research. Google it. Now, the other day, the representative of, is it IMF or World Bank, who told us that we still have about 15 years to suffer in this type of suffering Nigeria is going through before the economy could go back. And after 5 days, they said if Nigeria economy dropped to 150 billion, something, that Nigeria will cease to exist. I'm just laughing at these people because the game they are playing is what we know right from time. We know that this country will not survive. This country will not survive all these things. How can it survive? A country where the people don't elect their leaders, a country where judiciary don't work, a country where police don't work, a country where military don't work, a country where you will call police that you have emergency, they will tell you they don't have fuel in their vehicle, where Nigeria is oil producing country. I beg, people should think now. Not be everything people go, they talk every day as if we hate anybody, as if we hate any country. We stand for the truth and we will continue to say the truth. No matter what people say, no matter what they do, we will continue to say the truth. This country cannot work. Take a bet, and may God keep everybody who think that Nigeria will work alive. Let us see what is going to happen. According to Nnamdi Kanu, the reason why God is keeping Gowon alive is for him to see the result of the millions of people they killed during the Biafra and Nigerian war. They said, Gowon said he fought to keep Nigeria one, right? God is keeping him alive to see the Nigeria he killed people to keep alive. You kill people to keep Nigeria in abject poverty, in insecurity, ravaged environment, in hunger, malnutrition, in everything you can mention about bad things, you can find it in Nigeria. A country that doesn't know her left from her right. You are proud to say you fight to kill. Sometimes if I reason how black man think, if it is in a foreign country, Gowon should be hiding his head in shame. Every place he goes to, he's supposed to be apologizing, because look at now what you did. Britain asked you not to honor the Aburi Accord. I saw a lot of people writing rubbish on the social media. They are writing rubbish because they don't know the causes of a Nigerian civil war. They don't know at all. They thought that, oh, it was Ojukwu that just declared war. It wasn't Ojukwu. It was the failure for Gowon to implement the Aburi Accord. That was where everything started. If Gowon had, implemented the Aburi Accord, by now Nigeria will be competing with Brazil, with China, with Indonesia, even with this so-called UK, whether it's a great, I don't know, they call it Great Britain, Nigeria should be able to be competing with them, because when Nigeria return to regional government, each region manager resources and security, you will see what will be going on in Nigeria, competition of progress and so on and so forth. That was what Ojukwu saw. And they went and in Aburi town in Ghana, they had an agreement. Gowon came back and a lot of people persuaded him not to honor the agreement. Up to today, Gowon did not tell people why he did not honor the agreement. Now Nigerians are suffering, people are suffering, people are coming out, you know, finishing school, no work. All our young girls are doing hookups in hotels, go to so many places, hookup upon hookup. That is the only way for them to survive because of what is going on in Nigeria. And people think that things should continue like this. I'm ashamed of the way people think. But you know what? There is no going back, you know, no retreat, no surrender. You know, a man must die for something. We must stand for the truth. We must stand for what we believe in. No matter how many people are against the fact, the posterity will always judge those who stand for the truth. It's just a matter of time.